Here we go. All right. So a couple of days, or it's been about a week since we put out the last Glowbusters episode presenting the celestial theodolite and the implications of it. And we took it around the block arguing it to see what kind of refutations we would get. And so far, we got that, well, Mike must have measured the incorrect angle. And here's where we're going to get into why that doesn't matter about the accuracy of his device or anything like that, because people have made arguments that, well, this device isn't technically a theodolite, blah blah blah. It's just it's a transit device. Well, either way you slice it, it's still within 5 arc minutes of accuracy. So it's within the air tolerances to measure the globe to begin with. So they say, right? So it's kind of like a moot point for them to take it there, because what ultimately happens is what this whole thing is based off of, right? What this whole thing is going to be based off of is the precise time that this star is occluded by this mountain peak here and your position away from it. That's all you need to know to get the angle in your elevation. So once you have your calculation for your prediction for the raw flat Earth angle, and you confirm what time a star would be occluded there using stellarium without using turning refraction off, and you go out and observe from this location at this elevation, if you observe that star being occluded, you've eliminated all the refraction between you and the mountain. So how they say, well, the mountain's lifted up, because of refraction, even though they're supposed to be about, what was it, like 600 something feet missing due to Earth curvature at 50.7 kilometers. So they have to lift up the mountain. They have to make it equivalent to us with corrections, with refraction. But the refracted object it can't refract, it can't block a star. That's not a real thing. So only the physical actual mountain peak would block that star. So the physical actual angle is correct there to that mountain peak. You know that it's physically there at that location to occlude that star at that specific time. That is the celestial theodolite. The mountain peak is the crosshair of your theodolite. The star timing intersecting with that confirms the accuracy of your angle with respect to the elevation that you did your prediction with, which would just be flat Earth prediction. Like that's your baseline right there. That's just plain trigonometry. So the only way that they could match us is by saying, oh, well, the star's over here behind us. It's up here, but it's really down here. The mountain's below us, but it's also above us, and the starlight's bending around. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that starlight is getting occluded by that mountain peak at that time. That is the key takeaway for this. And Shane is going to show us how to replicate this per the instructions given here in this. Do you want to screen share for this? I think there was one more thing. Yeah, it's Dr. Mike Heffron. Dr. Michael Heffron. Yep.
And I love the idea of taking the elevation angle from the top of the mountain at the same time. And it should be even less because it's curved, or even more because it's curved down a little bit, right?
Completely irrelevant where it's at after that. But
yeah,
when it's
like the measurements shouldn't be the same from the ground and the top of the mountain. The measurement should be different if you're on a curved surface.
Oh yeah. They would make two different predictions. Yes.
Just genius. So well thought.
Yeah, it's insane. There was one more thing I wanted to show from here, but I can't remember. It was the corrections. It was GG Bennett. So yeah, this was called into question. It was celestial refraction versus terrestrial refraction, et cetera, et cetera. Well, when you apply the corrections, you get the exact same result for celestial refraction. So the globe only exists in this correction to make up the difference between the two. So when they have to correct their measurement to our prediction, it's over. Our raw uncorrected measurement matches the elevation angle and the timing that star was occluded, making that mountain or whatever reference you're using physically there and at that angle. So all right, so that's the update for that, and then Shane's going to show us how to replicate it. Stop screen sharing here.
I was going to say, how do I share? Why is it blocked out?
Oh, it was because I was screen sharing at the time. You should be good now.
Still says blocked out. Oh, wait, do this way. All right.
Stellarium. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Gotcha. Ooh, sharing sound.
Is that AI art right there?
Who?
The image we're looking at.
It's Stellarium.
On YouTube. Now I'm seeing something totally different on YouTube. It's like a castle.
Oh.
A rock arch. There you go.
Is YouTube updated properly?
It looks good to me now. It looks like Stellarium.
Yeah, it looks like it's Stellarium now.
oh, that was my wallpaper. No, that was my wallpaper. You're good. You're good. You're fine.
All right. So we quickly open this up and we're following his lat long, his position, and we're looking for an azimuth and an elevation, right? So it starts with this apparent. Actually, let's just figure how to do it. Let's go to like location. All right, you'd enter your GPS lat long here. Notice I already did. I called it over here. This is my location. It's 38, 50, and 25, I think. And then his longitude was west 105 to 40. That's close. I don't know why it did that. 40. Close enough. Right, so then we use that location and we go there. And then we're looking for the real reading. So this is the atmosphere button. We'll be turning this off and on to get our measurement. We'll leave it off for now. When we're looking for a star, I think it's called, let's see, he used 39 Aquarii. I don't know what that is, but if you type that in here, it'll find it for you right here in the search window. I already searched for it. That's what it ends up being. So 39 Aquarii over here. If you look where it is without the ground, it's right over here. Of course, it's being occluded by a mountain. We're not seeing the mountain in Stellarium. That's not what we're confirming. We're confirming where is this star. So we look over here. We have it selected, and it's giving us an alt, right? An alt as. So here's our azimuth. Again, that's 360 degrees of direction from true north. So all the way around at 0 to find this direction bearing. And then 232, 55. So that's almost exactly what he has. We had 231. I couldn't get it to replicate that within an arc second, so that's fine. If we turn off the ground, you'll notice this. If we turn off the atmosphere, rather, you notice this all switches to apparent. And I think this is what he says the globe prediction would be, right? So literally turning off and on globe prediction with this button. Globe, flat Earth. Globe, flat Earth. Globe, flat Earth. So there you go. So that's how you'd replicate it. And I went to his position. We looked at the star. Oh, I also set the time for exactly this time. Very important. January 31st at 6, I think 27, 25. I think, yeah, 6, 27, 25. So that's very important to find out where the star is going to be occluded. And of course, we were looking for the direction and the elevation. And that's how anyone can go into Stellarium and replicate the results. And again, you can always turn atmosphere on and off. It's a very easy button. You can do it on the web version a little bit easier, but then notice how it changes this reading up here. There you go. There's that update.
Awesome. So there's how you can replicate it for yourself, and then you could use anything. And if that timing matches, then you're good to go. And all you need to do is have equipment to take a picture of the, before and after of it being occulted. So you have the timing, and then you have your measurement there. So none of this actually requires you to have an expensive theodolite or tilt your theodolite, plug bob, or anything like that, or make any assumptions. You're just literally calculation. This is what it would be on a flat Earth if it existed there. And then, oh, look, it blocks a star at this specific time with the respective flat Earth corresponding elevation angle. I wonder what that means, boys. Let
Very
us think.
keen on Dr. Mike. He pointed it out. He's like, wait, if I had a refraction correction, it takes my flat Earth prediction and turns it right into the globe prediction. What are the odds of that? I was like, that's a very good point, Dr. Mike.